Hello there, internets. Right, what I'm going to do today is say thanks to getting over 100 subscribers. I think it's 126 I'm currently on. I've been saying I was going to do a 100 subscription video for a while, not really got round to it. There's never been a correct time to do it, so I'm feeling particularly stupid today. So I figured I'm going to attempt this. It was a Dave, Dave's Transformers Junkie came up with this idea with Dave Mintz to Dave, and Dave. Dave did this. It's Dave's fault. But yeah, they came up with the idea for Dave's 100 subscription video, which is going to be 10 bots, 10 shots, I believe. So we have 10 shots and show 10 Transformers. So I'm going to do that as a way of saying thank you to all you brilliant people who subscribed and watch my channel. And well, there's just nothing that says thank you than drinking a horrific amount of lamb's rum. So that's what we're going to be shotting. Yeah, but before that, let's just say a thank you, big shout out. Get the laptop here. So Jose Muffin, sorry, Josie Muffin, thanks. The Apple 27, Rat Trap 25, Dread Tidings, Credit King 79, Anthony Court. What a shipping forecast. Oh, what are you doing? Technology is oh my god. TFR Wilderness, Airlift 82, Geekology GB, John Ruskowski, sorry, Chris Brown, Kathleen's Clutter, GI Reviews, Live for Everything, Die for Nothing, The Mighty Grimlock, Monkeys MTV, Mark Tobin, Mr. Vash 104, Six Shot Change Reviews, Damn You Hussies, Few Adams, Barry Shaw, Dodie 1984, EP4I Video Reviews, The Juice 84, The Ghost of Starscream, Craig Lotus, thanks for the crown as well, Craggy Lotus, Snizno 1, or the SMS number 1, it's one of the aforementioned Daves, Stuart Nicholson, Exelon XLR, Skullgrin 140, Razitron, Destruction Snake Pit, Dave's Transformers Junkie, Dave, Josh Stevens, Demonocron. That's Chris Bundy, Andy Sage, Rubik's Cube JJG 97, Rachel E. Watts, Jason Seeger, UK Toy Collector 1977. 1977 was a good year. Vintage, good vintage 1977. Gracie Gamer, Ian Barrow, SSV, Mr. John 35, Mysterious Superfan, Count Doom 1, Lilybet 1, Karina Barry, Nick Mance, Pietro Tresivian, The Man 321 Abel, Richard Hutchins, Colin Liptrot, Batman Power 562, Jip Dilio, Moppico 924, Ducks Can Fly, Ducks Can Fly. Okay. Storm Shadow Prime, Ooble's Audio, bit of a cheat, that's also one of my channels. Helen Williams, I Bleakly 69, Smooth Booth, Action Jackman, Splash Banjo, Oblivion Silk, Elaine Batty, Rachel Cox, Damien Matvienko, John Winter, The Gifter of Hats, Neil Payne, 16 St. George's Channel, Total Fangirl 221B, Mark Bash, Adam Cullion, Gaviscon 999, Shelley Mooney, Greg for Mercy, Spike UK 1967, Impolite Doodle, Tromberloren, Son of a Busman, Monkey Not Truck, Deirdre Boogie, Fifi MacG, Supercora, House of Tattoos, Volsanger, Tom Hancock's, Mike Clark, I Love Mess, Baz Robinson, Michael Phelps, Hollybear 23, Scorpion's Fatality, Gamma Goblin, Seven Towers, Gina Perry, the Lilac Lose channel, Dark Smile Audio's channel, that's another one of my channels, that's going to cheat, Angry Womble, the Democracy Delusion channel, MNFM Radio, FAF 113, that's a bad number in Transformers, Gaming Boneyard, Pelsweek 84, Everyday Adventuring, Rich Keeling, Scotty Belly, Heather 67, Vix Plum, Carl Farrington, Scott Midmer, E.L. Auslander, RJ Wallischek. Whew. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, all of you. Thank you. It means a lot. And after saying all that, I probably need a drink. So yeah, that's my subscription list so far. Big shout out to you all. Whew, now, let's get to the drinking, eh? It's going to be a long video, that's right. I've got a bucket on standby in case of vomiting. Right. Number one, because it's inspired from Dave's Transformers Junk Heap, I'm going to give you Transformers from my Junk Heap. So these are some bashed and battered old toys. So here we have, number one is Slugsinger with a missing leg. Trying to get legless. Oh, good link. Let's see what I did. That's for you, Slugslinger. Ooh, right. Number two. Huffer. Huffer. I love these little cheap ones. Small little. Don't know what's wrong with him, or his head's not on properly, and he's got no arms. But there you go. You can see that. No, I'm doing a different location than I normally do, and I don't think the lighting's quite as good. So anyway, Huffer, this is for you. Ooh. Two down. Number three. Jazz. So, do something jazz. Quite a lot of the car formers, I think Smokescreen and Prowl are the same, doors missing, back missing, even though Smokescreen and Prowl are the same mold. Jazz is not, but they are very similar. So yeah, he's a bit busted up. So number three is Jazz. Cheers. Ooh. Ooh. Number four, Soundwave, G1 Soundwave. And we've got this at Car Boot Market. Still got some transformer in him. Die-cast feet, lovely. Who's no head? Who doesn't have a head? I remember how he lost his head. We shall tell the tale later on, because there's more to this tale than meets the eye. Just one reference. Right. Who's that? Number four? Number four. Right. Cheers. Ooh. It's not getting easier. Right, okay, number four. Right, next. Okay, this guy probably wins the award for the most screen accurate of Transformers. It is that horrible disappointment of a G1 toy that is Rootin' Shootin' Ironhide. So he's got that loose as chips. I don't know if chips are loose. And he's got his little gun. I quite like his gun base, but there's bits missing of that. I quite like the fact that he's got a gun base, but it doesn't make up for the fact that he's got this absolutely lousy robot. But that is nice. That is nice to have as an accessory. But anyway, that's him. So that's number 5. Oh, halfway through. Halfway through. Ooh. I can't feel any kind of retching to be coming upon me, so that's good. Number 6. Hound. I love Hound. It's such a dinky little toy. Just, oh. He's been through the wars a lot as well. And he's brilliant though. Still brilliant. Lost a lot of things, lost a lot of bits, and he's loose in bits, and just other bits just won't move anymore. So he's loose and rigid at the same time. That's what she said. Oh, don't even do misogyny. Right. Anyway. Ooh. Here we go. Number 6. Cheers, Hound. Number 7. I meant to do that, yeah. Number 7 is... Where you go? So, as you can see, bits of him are falling off. I am anticipating getting some third-party knowledge, but I'm going to hold out for the Fans Project one, which is going to be the last Dinobot they're releasing, so it's going to be a while off yet, even though some of the other ones look really nice. As a replacement for my G1 one. I think, even though I've got more emotional attachment to Slag, I think Snarl is like one of my favourite actually looking ones. His tail, it's these bits on his tail that come off on the back. I mean, Dinobots are one of the G1 characters that turned, I think, Kibble into an art form, and it's now just so part of the profile that you go, oh, he's got other new Transformers, you look at him and go, oh, look at all that Kibbly bits. The Dinobots, it's like, if you made them now and you didn't have those bits of Kibble, you'd be going like, oh, looks nothing like Snarl, or looks nothing like Grimlock without his, big bits of T-Rex falling off him. But anyway, that is Snarl, and number 7. Right, on to number 8. Inferno. Let's see if there's anything wrong with him. Well, got a lot of pegs and stuff into place. It's lovely, lovely, lovely. So yeah, Inferno's looking pretty good for his age. I think the worst thing with the G1 guy is he's got like a staple holding his arm together rather than a traditional pin, but Inferno's got some great arm articulation for a G1 guy. Seriously. But yeah, one of the main problems with G1 guys is the guys who had firing fists and missile, put missile hands on them. It's because there's no one for him to store, so they just get lost. So yeah, I've got a handless Inferno. I'm sure we can find some hands from him somewhere. But yeah, Inferno's looking pretty good at number 8. Cheers, but you want to take this one for me, Inferno? No, it's not Trailbreaker, is he? Ooh, nice. Next up, I'm going to have a Beast Wars figure into the range. This is by joint first ever Beast Wars purchase. It's Scorponok. Said it's actually, this is when I thought they were actually a continuation of the original Transformers line, and it made a lot of sense there being a Scorponok in there, seeing as in the comics he was one of the ones who came up with the Pretender technology. It was his crew that he made Pretenders out of. His tail snapped off, which is a shame. He's lost his B, but he does have both his missile. He no longer has both his missiles. Scorponok. Whoa, now. So that was number 9. Scorponok. Cheers. Finally, right. Remember this guy? No head. Soundwave with no head. That was because Transformers fight against each other. They are fighting robots. And we did not know, but this guy, Twin Twist, turns out he was Soundwave's nemesis all the time. And when I was playing with him, maybe a bit too roughly as a child, he literally stomped on Soundwave's head, and Soundwave's head came off. So it was punishment for this. And since his mechanisms weren't working, I took Twin Twist apart and gave Dr. Mindbender his body. So this is Twin Bender. Twin Bender. Dr. Mindbender. Dr. Mind Twist. Yeah, Dr. Mind Twist works. I like that. So this is Dr. Mind Twist now. Is a G.I. Joe Cobra villain in the body of an Autobot. Doesn't transform because his mechanism's not there, but you can hold him roughly in place and go drill tank, bang, Dr. Twin Bender. Okay. Yeah, so that's the last one. Last shot, thank you, Twin Twist Mindbender. You know what, as delicate as I was feeling today, I expected that to be a lot worse. But there we go, 10 bots, 10 shots, done. Done. Right, so I said I was going to do some question and answers. I don't think I've got that many questions, but let's consult the pimp phone and find out. Because this video is already going on quite long, so we don't want to be too long, do we? Here we go. Loading Facebook. Status opportunity while loading here. Say, how fantastic are we finding the Transformers YouTube community? It's great to have a lot of like-minded, mental Transformer fans on the page, and I think everyone's pretty much a good sport as well. It's not, you don't really get that many bad apples, sport apples, mixing analogies. There's not many rotten fruit, there's not many low-bearing fruit branches on this community tree. Right, let's find where I have asked for questions. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 questions, and most of them are for the man Perry, Christopher Perry. Okay, Paul Brown asks, it's Meditation Wars, Derek Ancora without an internet connection and 12 hours spur versus Mahatma Gandhi with a blue bottle fly trapped in the room. Who's the winner? Right, I've noticed Derek Ancora, no matter who he gets possessed by, they always sound the same. Susan, is that you? Is that you, Susan? Gandhi, it's always going to be Gandhi. Blue bottle or not, Gandhi will zen the fuck out of that blue bottle. The blue bottle will be like, hey, I don't even feel trapped in this room now, I feel enlivened. So yeah, always go for Gandhi. Your greatest ambition, and is it achievable? That's a good question. If for a while I want to be an actor, it's something I did briefly, did tour schools doing Shakespeare plays. That was quite a interesting time of life, but if you want to actually settle down and actually have somewhere concrete to live and stuff like that, when I was being an actor, I couldn't even afford to live out, move out from my parents. It's not unless you make it big style, or you get a really good contract and proper set up. It's just not a living. It's not a living. So I do stuff now and again, and me and my friends make. Oh, that's good. Well, anyway, thanks for asking, Paul. Because me and my friends, we do radio plays, sci-fi radio plays. We've got another one coming out soon. There's a teaser for it on a webpage, or our Wix webpage. I'll leave you a link in the doobly-doobly-doobly-doo below. You can check it out. It's a sci-fi comedy, a Red Dwarf-esque, but I kind of like the stuff that they do in Robot Chicken. One year, the inspiration hit me that I was just wanting to see that, on the Death Star, there must have been guys who did the admin work, who just did, all the shitty jobs and just looked at spreadsheets all day. So I just kind of wrote a play about those guys who were they're not evil, they're not bad, but they're working for, the Galactic Empire. That, you see, because I work in local government, I was inspired to do that. It doesn't make me evil. Actually, I have social media policies at work. I do not know this. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so I wrote this, and there's me and my friend Ian McInnes made them, and he's a very talented editor as well, because he does stuff for the Beeb occasionally, the radio, edit stuff together, and we've worked together quite a lot in the past, and he's very good at making all the sound effects and making me sound good, making me sound like I'm actually a good actor. So yeah, check it out in the doobly doobly. We'll leave some links. There's also a YouTube page, but I've lost some of the content I used to use when my computer blew up, so I'm not really updating it with some of the newer episodes. But anyway, I'll leave a link to that in the doobly doo as well, so you can check that out, or anyone else who wants to try. Lee. Now, Daniel Hussies, you might forgive me for not pronouncing your name correctly. Lee Grigurki? Yeah, I'll go with that. When you watch your own videos back, what is the thing that bothers you the most? What is the one thing that scares you that you think you should change? Or challenge? Oh. You wouldn't imagine it, but I am massively vain, and I love watching myself back. I think I'm the only person. I'm my biggest fan, and when I watch stuff back, sometimes it's like, oh, it should have been longer. Oh, I wish I knew that point, and I forgot it, and then I forgot to say this, and maybe I should start editing things, but I don't. I love all the really sharp edited videos that people do, but for me, I prefer the challenge of just getting up there, putting the camera on, and just talking, and I like the more improv aspect of it, that I can just sort of turn the camera on, go, right, this is raw, unedited Delafield, this is pure Delafield that you're getting. I kind of like that, so I do feel like sometimes I should start editing the videos. I think I could do like a really flashy opening intro, and I'm like, man, what's the point? I don't really see the point in it. It's just me, my opinion of toys most of the time. Right. Christopher Perry. Name 3 specific toy reviews, not necessarily reviewers, for any line or brand by anyone that have been especially fun and made you want to get into doing them yourself. I think, like a lot of people, I discovered that YouTube had Transformer viewers from the likes of Pew and what was this Sean Locke or something like that? I can't remember his name. He was a bit annoying, but it was all right. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I got into the, from them guys really. I think Vangelis is, for me, is like one of the most entertaining reviewers. So I like Vangelis and I like MGO. I can't really think of any specific videos that they did that made me go, yeah, I want to film Transformers. Because I mean, I've been doing YouTube stuff for a while. I mean, I went through my entire Pound Shop Curiosity phase movement, the Pound Shop Curiosity movement, and I don't know. So I just kind of like doing the Pound Shop stuff, but that was just something that happened randomly. I don't know what inspired me particularly to do it. I just kind of, it just felt right that I should just get things from the Pound Shop and review them on camera. So once I've been doing that, it was like, well, you've done like more than 52 reviews of Pound Shop stuff, but what's your main thing that you like talking about? It's Transformers. It always has been Transformers. And I think now that I've got my own place again now, but I've got my old boys back. I've got my old toys back from the parentals. But let's just have a bit of fun and show these guys on camera, and that's really why I think in the last month or so, couple of months, only a couple of months really, isn't it, that I've put this more. Yeah, I'm making a video every week. I'm making a Transformers video every week, and that is just until I've run out of Transformers to talk about. So that is really what's inspired me. It's not been particularly any one video, and I don't know. I think videos more inspire me to buy things rather than which what therefore it's like free advertisement for Hasbro or third-party people or people selling Transformers that are no longer available in the shops. Right. We all know that collecting goes around cycles at different phases. Exciting, addiction, overspend, slowed down, gone on to other things for a bit, absolutely loving it, etc. Which one are you currently in? This is another question from Christopher Perry. I am currently in, I'd say, loving it. I'm loving it at the moment. I'd say I've got my own place now, so I've got a bit more. I like to say I've got a bit more disposable income, but before I was living in a pub, so it was. I'm away from that temptation when I was living in the pub that I'd just go and spend money in the pub because I can see my friends, and now that I'm a little bit distanced from that, I'm now like, oh, I've got my house now, and I could do with getting stuff for the house, but then I think, well, what can I get for the house? It's like I could buy like a nice bit of art or something go on this wall, or I could buy a Transformer. So I'll buy a Transformer. I like it. So yeah, I'm loving Transformers at the moment. I've got my first ever third-party toy, and that is just so like I've been a bit apprehensive about third-party before, but I found this Project Dinosaur sludge. It's just that's set me off that. It's just like yeah, let's get this sorted. So I'll be getting all those Dinobots, and then after that, I don't know. Hopefully, someone will make a decent Seacon set. Really like a Seacon set. But just lobsters and sharks and octopuses would just be brilliant. Christopher Perry again. You're a hat man like myself. How long have you been collecting, and what started you off? Right. I went bald from a very early age, mid-20s. I went bald, started going bald, or went bald, and you need something to protect your head from the elements. People with hair might not understand this, but yeah, if you've got a bald head, it's like when it's sunny, the sun's beating down on your head. When it's cold, it's just like you're losing so much heat there, and that's just not from having, that's just from having a bald head. So yeah, hats was always been the way forward for me, and I've never suited caps or beanies particularly. Can't really suit me, and I do like role playing. Is that a tangent? I don't know. But yeah, so I do like role playing, and I was on the Monster Crew. Basically, the Monster Crew is people who going back for more. Monster Crew is basically people who are helping out actually run the games. So you're playing the bad guys or the people that they meet that might be like townsfolk and things like that. So, and you do it basically, you go in, you play one role, and then that finishes, and then you go back out, there's something, go back to the Ref HQ, get changed a little bit, and then go out again. So really, it's quite hard to, because you can't, there's certain roles that you wear prosthetics for and stuff like, elves and the like, that make yourself look a little bit different, but when you're playing various different humans, it's hard to distinguish yourself. So one way to do this is really to like, I've got loads of different hats and stuff like that. So you wear a different hat, and you kind of like just to be a different person, basically, just so you distinguish you from, oh, that's not the guy I was talking to you before, because he obviously is wearing a completely different hat. That's the way live role playing works in your mind when you're playing it, really, because you know that people, you kind of know the mechanics, so you kind of like have that little trigger just to make you think, yeah, that's a completely different person, because that person wears this type of handle. Yeah. So anyway, so I had a weekend of having a lot of fun playing different people in various kinds of hats, and so I discovered that I quite like wearing hats. So I decided, let's get a decent hat for myself. And pork pie hats, the way forward, pork pie hats are my hat. Really, that's the one that suits me the most. So I like a pork pie hat, and this one was given to me by John Winter, who's one of my subscribers. So thank you very much for that. Anyway, that is it. Battery is on red. I have no more questions. There's only a few questions, thank God, really, because 32 minutes we're running back. I'm still drinking rum. With cherry coke, Razitron. I'm drinking cherry cola and rum. Cherry coke. It's not Coca-Cola, cherry coke. It's Morrison's. Kind of third party cherry cola, if you will. And on that note, thanks a lot if you've watched all this way through. I won't not be too concerned if you haven't, but again, you wouldn't be listening to me saying that I'm not too concerned that you haven't made it all the way through if you've not made it all the way through. That just blew my mind, bro. Just blew my mind. That's half an hour, internet.